Hey guys, what to trade next week? In this video, we'll discuss euro dollar, pound dollar, we'll analyze Bitcoin, we will take a look at Aussie New Zealand and New Zealand dollar, and we will analyze pound CAD. I will share with you great signals, great forecasts, great trading setups. Please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and let's start. I want to start our analysis with the Aussie dollar pair traders, and we are on a daily time frame. And the first thing to note is that we are trading in a strong bearish trend. The market is sharply bearish, and reaching that structure level, the market started a very nice correctional movement. Yes, you can see that the market started to grow, and this week the market reached a very strong structural resistance. Yes, you can see that here we got a very strong structure, and just recently from that structure we saw a very sharp bearish movement to the downside. For that reason, from that structure I was looking for shorting opportunities this week, and you can see how nicely the market reacted to that structure. And next week, if you want to catch a bearish movement from that resistance, I wanted to show you a very peculiar channel on a 4-hour time frame. If we take that structure level and draw a trend line, you can see that here we have a very nice rising trend line. And if we take that high and draw one more trend line, you can see that right here, Aussie dollar is steadily growing within a rising parallel channel. So if you want to short Aussie dollar next week, I would suggest letting the price trade within this channel and look for a breakout, bearish violation of the support of the channel. Once it is broken, I will expect a bearish movement to that support first. Yes, you can see that right here we have a very important intraday demand cluster. And then if the price breaks that to the downside, we will go even lower. Yeah, and here will be our next strong structure support. So everything depends right now on the reaction of the price to the boundaries of the channel. Yes, if we break the channel to the downside, then the market will initiate bearish movement. But if you are bullish, if you want to buy Aussie dollar pair, if for some reason you believe that the pair will keep growing, I would suggest waiting for a daily breakout of that resistance. Yes, wait for the daily candle close. Above that, it will be very important trigger, and then most likely bulls will keep pushing the market. So consider such a scenario as well. Hey traders, for more education, join my premium educational group. There you will get the access to my daily live streams. There you will get a copy of my ebook. There you will get the video course about my trading strategy. For more info, check my website. It is vasilytrader.com/private group. The link in the description below. Check that and let's continue. The next pair in our list for today is euro dollar pair. And again, we are on a daily time frame, and on a daily time frame, we will analyze the price action and structure together. And if on Aussie dollar pair, I'm very bearish, on euro dollar pair, you know, it is quite tricky. And I believe that important decision is ahead on euro dollar. If we analyze the structure together, traders, you can see that here we have a very strong resistance, but at the same time you can see that right here we have a very strong support. So technically speaking, the market is currently ranging between two structures, between a strong support and between a strong resistance, and everything depends right now on the breakout. So your plan for next week on your dollar is to wait for a breakout. Wait for the breakout of a resistance. It will trigger a strong bullish continuation to the next strong structural resistance. Here will be our next resistance. And if the price breaks this support of that range, then the market will most likely drop, and then we will see a strong bearish continuation. Remember that you strictly need a daily candle close below or above to confirm a breakout, and only then you can look for trading opportunities. By the way, traders, if you want to learn how to trade breakouts, if you want to learn my breakout trading strategy, watch this video. There I explain how to trade the breakouts. Also, if you are an intraday trader if you want to catch some intraday moves, I would suggest looking for trading opportunities from the resistance of the range and from the support of the range. Let the price reach the support of the range, wait for the confirmation and buy, or wait for the test of the resistance, wait for the confirmation and sell. Let me know in the comment section, what do you expect from your dollar? Are you on a bullish side or on a bearish side? Our next guest for today is Pound CAD pair, and I believe that a strong bearish rally is coming on Pound CAD. We are on a daily time frame, traders, and again, the first thing to note is that we are trading in a strong bearish trend. The market is sharply bearish, and you can see that in May the market started to consolidate. Yes, and we saw ranging market. Yes, the market was trading in sideways. But take a look what happened on Friday. On Friday, the price broke the support of the range to the downside. Yes, let me say that again. The market was trading within that range. The market was consolidating. But on Friday, bears finally broke the support of the range. And most likely, it will trigger a strong bearish continuation. And where will be our next support? Let's open a weekly time frame. Let's open a weekly time frame together and let's look left at structure. Our next structure, traders, is right here. Yeah, I hope you see that. Very important low. Yes, so I assume that it will be the next long-term goal for sellers. So what will be your plan next week? Basically, I would suggest waiting for a retest of the broken structure first. And when the price retests the broken structure, from here, I will look for the confirmation to sell. And of course, remember that it will be your end goal right here, but start protection of your profits somewhere in the middle. Yes, because as you know, middle is always very psychological and important point. So very bearish outlook for a Pound CAD pair. And what is up with the pound dollar? On the pound dollar, I see very nice potential swing trade. First thing, traders, on the daily time frame, we are bearish. Yes, the market is trading in a bearish trend, reaching the structure level. The market started to correct itself, and we reached thus very strong structure resistance. Yes, and at the same time, you can see that right here we have a very strong structure support. You may say, Vasily, this one looks like your dollar. Do we follow the same strategy or not? I do agree. I do agree that here pound dollar is ranging. But if we open 12 hours time frame, traders, I wanted to show you a very bearish pattern here on a pound dollar. As you can see here, we have left shoulder, the head, yes, and the right shoulder. So here we have a perfect example of the head and shoulders pattern. Yes, and as we know, head and shoulders pattern is a very bearish pattern. Yes, and of course, such a pattern makes us bearish biased. So what is our plan here on pound dollar? Next week, we'll be waiting for the breakout of its horizontal neckline to the downside. Yes, once the neckline is broken, we will short on a retest and we will expect a bearish movement. First to that support, yes, and then to a current structurally. Where will be our entry? Our entry will be the highest candle, the lowest candle close, sorry, within the neckline. Here it goes. Our stop loss will lie above the right shoulder. Yes, here is our first target. And here is our second target. So it can be a very nice trade. The only thing that you need right here is to patiently wait for a breakout of a neckline first, because it is a very important condition for trading head and shoulders pattern. By the way, if you want to learn how to trade this pattern, you can watch this video. There I explained my strategy for trading head and shoulders pattern. And now New Zealand dollar pair. And again, on the New Zealand dollar pair, I see very nice trend following swing trade. And again, traders, New Zealand dollar is sharply bearish. We are trading in a bearish trend, strong bearish trend. And reaching the structure level, the market started to recover. We saw a very nice correctional movement and the market reached that structure resistance. Take a look what is happening with the market right now. Yes, here is our high, and the market retraced to high low, and then right here we got equal high. So here we have a very nice double top formation, traders. And this double top formation we will trade next week. Yes, here's our neckline of the double top formation. So our plan here on New Zealand dollar is to patiently wait for a bearish breakout of the neckline. Yes, once it is broken, we will short on a retest, and we will expect a trend following movement all the way down to a current structure low. Yes, let's measure our risk reward. Our entry will be here, stop loss lying above the highs of the pattern. And here's our target. Yes, it can be very nice swing trade. The only thing that I want to add right here is the break-even point. I really want you to move your stop to entry once the price reaches that minor demand cluster. Yes, once the structure is reached, move your stop to entry and make your position risk-free. At the same time, remember that while the market is trading above the neckline, it still remains indecisive, right? So if the price for some reason respects the neckline and then breaks thus strong structural resistance to the upside, then most likely the pair will keep growing, and most likely then we will see a bullish continuation. So again, consider such a scenario as well, and let me know in the comment section, are you bullish here or are you bearish? Lastly, about Bitcoin. Many of you asked me to analyze Bitcoin and to share my thoughts about Bitcoin. And you know, the funny thing is, traders, that majority says that Bitcoin is bullish, you should buy, keep buying. But the problem is that the price action right now on Bitcoin looks very, very strange. Yes, very peculiar. So let's discuss what is happening with Bitcoin, analyzing the daily time frame. First thing, traders, you can see that here we got a very strong bearish rally. The market dropped sharply, but once that structure low was reached, we started very nice correctional movement. Yes, and first thing to note right here, traders, is that we are trading in a bearish trend. We are bearish. It is the first very important clue. Then if we analyze the highs right here, from that high, we may draw trend line. Yes, you can see that right here we have a major falling trend line, and you can see how many times in the past the market perfectly respected that trend line. The next thing to note is that if we take that low, we may spot right here this trend line. Yes, and you can see that right here the market is steadily growing within a rising wedge pattern. And what do we know about rising wedge pattern? Wedge pattern by itself is a very bearish pattern, and most of the time the bearish violation of the support of the wedge triggers a bearish movement. Yes, so what is our plan right now? While the market is trading within the boundaries of the wedge, of course it remains locally bullish. Yes, but if you want to catch a swing trade right here, if you want to catch a strong bullish impulse, you must wait for the breakout of this falling trend line first. Yes, that trend line should be broken first, and only then a strong bullish movement will be expected to that resistance. Yes, and at the same time, remember that many selling orders are lying around that trend line. So touch of that trend line may trigger a strong bearish reaction. So once the price touches this trend line, be prepared for a bearish breakout of the support of the wedge. Yes, and if the price breaks that to the downside, I guess we can easily expect a bearish movement all the way down to current structure level. Yeah, you can see that Bitcoin right now looks very tricky, and I always say that most of the time, 90% of the time, the best strategy to follow is to be patient and wait for the decision of the market, and only then buy or sell. Let me know, traders, what do you expect from Bitcoin? Do you believe that it will start growing soon, or do you expect a strong bearish rally? Let me know in the comment section. Alright traders, that said, a lot of trading setups to watch next week. Yes, a lot of trading setups to treat, so watch carefully. I will definitely post an update on my free Telegram channel once I open the trade. Also traders, remember that if you have any questions, if you want to ask me something concerning the trading setups that we discussed, always ask me in the comment section on YouTube. I always reply, so don't be shy and ask. Also, if you want to learn how to trade, if you want to see how I trade live, if you want to ask me questions live, I want to invite you in my premium educational group, the link in the description below. Also traders, please like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I will see you next week.